They build empires before your granddad learned to spell. Carved it in stone, told the mountains what to tell. Persepolis standing, cracked but never broke. And now we lace our boots where Cyrus used to smoke. Yeah, the cameras pan the stadium, CNN and Line, Fox News brought a flag they never seen before online. Somebody tell the anchor man to Google where Iran is. We've been here 3,000 years, we predate your analysis. Team Melli on the field, that's the whole civilization. Every player carrying a passport in the revolution. They said we couldn't travel, funny how the ball don't check your visa. Funny how the referee don't care about the sanctions either. They drew us in the group with drama and the travel ban attached and broadcasted in HD. Make it make sense, somebody do the math. The deal fell through, the talks collapsed, the hashtag came and went, but Medi's in position 40 yards. He don't care what the headlines meant. They say the Middle East is complicated, nothing's black and white. But when it's 90 minutes, man, it's beautiful and right. No spin, no talking head, no muted mic, no filibuster. Just 11 men in white and green reminding you of wonder. Fly high. Team Melli through the sanctions and the noise, through the talking heads and trade wars and the geopolitical boys. Fly high over Persepolis, let Darius see you run. The empire didn't end, it just learned how to score one. Try to bury the story, we report from the floor. This is history, this ain't just a sport no more. Truck the cameras in the dark comedy, they cut to the press room. A man in the ties got opinions again. He says Iran is a threat, didn't mention the goal in the 73rd. He's got a photo op scheduled, got a rally to attend. Don't have time to watch the match, but he'll quote tweet it in the end. The media spinning plates, one hand on Iran, one hand on the deal. Nobody asking what the Iranian forward had for breakfast or how he feels. With background music in somebody else's foreign policy track. But on this pitch tonight, man, we're taking center back. Dark humor break, they sanctioned our jerseys, but we still look better than your press secretary. They sanctioned our banks, we paid with dignity. Cost nothing, hits different, watch the free kick historically. Fly high, Team Melli through the sanctions and the noise, through the talking heads and trade wars and the geopolitical boys. Fly high over Persepolis, let Darius see you run. The empire didn't end, it just learned how to score one. Fly high, they try to bury the story, we report from the floor. Fly high, this is history, this ain't just a sport no more. What the ruins know? You ever stood in Persepolis at dusk and felt the weight? Every column's still standing like it's got somewhere to be. They burned it, Alexander burned it, and it still stood straight. You think a travel ban is shutting down this team? The cameras don't show you what the crowd is actually saying. The algorithms cut away before the anthem gets to its second verse. We read what they buried, we just report what's on the floor. And right now, what's on the floor is beautiful, as patient as on the ball. And look, we're not angry with you, the fans in the bleachers. You didn't write the foreign policy, you didn't brief the preachers. You came here for football and you got something bigger. You looked across the pitch and saw a mirror, not a trigger. Because when the whistle blows, there's no embassy between us. Just the ball, the booth, the net, the only thing that frees us. We're waving out at governments, we're waving at the crowd. I ran in the world, same stadium, same sky, same crowd. So fly high, Team Melli, let the old stones feel it. Persepolis is watching and she approves this spirit. We read what they buried, we report what's on the floor. 3,000 years of heartbeat and we got so much more. Fly high, Team Melli through the sanctions and the noise, through the talking heads and trade wars and the geopolitical boys. Fly high over Persepolis, let Darius see you run. The empire didn't end, it just learned how to score one. Fly, fly, fly high, they try to bury the story, we report from the floor. Fly high, this is history, this ain't just a sport no more. The algorithm never shows you what it doesn't want you finding. It's curating your outrage while the other story's grinding. They got 17 panels on the ceasefire in the morning. By the time you check your phone again, the match has started, no warning. Trending now are politicians' hair, a crypto whale's confession. Meanwhile, 40 million Iranians are watching with obsession. And nobody in the studio asked the question worth the airtime. What does it mean when football is the only borderless peacetime? Dark humor interlude right here, they banned our athletes before then claimed democracy and freedom at the airport door. We sent our wrestlers, sent our swimmers, sent our chess grandmasters too. You sanctioned the visa, not the talent, let that math get through to you. They said I ran on the broadcast like a threat assessment filing, but Sardar's mouth to smile, man, that's diplomacy and styling. Verse 4, what Persepolis actually said. Let me tell you what the ruins told me standing at the gate. Not the tourist brochure version, something heavy mightier than fate. They said every empire comes here thinking it's the last one standing. Every press secretary thinks the narrative they're spinning's lasting. But stone outlives the spin cycle, stone outlives the tweet, stone outlives the executive order, and the talking point repeats. Cyrus wrote a charter, human rights first edition, before your founding documents were even up petitions. So when you tell me Iran is backwards, tell me Iran is threat. I point you to the column that your history hasn't touched yet. And I'm not saying we're perfect, no, nobody's claiming that. Every government's got skeletons, and that's a two-way fact. But there's a difference between critique and a predetermined narrative frame, where Iran is always guilty and the verdict always came before the game. So we take the pitch instead. No embassy, no deal, no spin, just a whistle and the ball and 11 ways to win. For the Iranian diaspora in the stands, and this one's for the ones who flew from Tehran to LA, who held a green and white flag in a foreign stadium today, who called their mother back in Isfahan to say they saw the goal, who cried a little. Don't deny it, football hits the soul. You're carrying two countries like a passport in each hand. Somebody always asking which one's where you really stand. But tonight the questions answer, both flags, same heartbeat, one voice. Being Iranian anywhere on earth was never not a choice. They said assimilate, they said renounce, they said move on already. You kept the language, kept the food, kept the new year, kept it steady. Now rules in the snow in Stockholm with a tablecloth on the floor. Half seen in Houston, Chahasham, Missouri, through a New York door. Culture doesn't need a visa, culture doesn't ask permission. And tonight the truth is playing out in World Cup competition. Fly high, Team Melli, the ruins got your back. Every column still standing on the long road in the track. Fly high, this is bigger than the 90 minutes when the empire never ended. It just learned to beat as one. We read what they buried,